to your perfect family.
Dude, what's going on? Josh here, Beyond the Grave Media. Let's get all the niceties out of the way so we can right into this video. We can say, who's excited for Evil Dead Burn? Who's more excited than they were for Evil Dead Rise? Anybody in the back? You in the back? There's beer in the back. Just. We got people, standing room only, excited to talk about this new Evil Dead Burn trailer. I know we were going to talk about Street Trash, okay? I know we were going to do that. I know we're supposed to do a collection update video because I just bought a bunch of Scream Factory titles and I want to put them on the shelf and show you what they look like. Just go over all the ones that I've got. I thought that would be fun, right? I've got like a list on my phone of notes of new video ideas. I've got a couple more movies I need to review. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I've got all of these thoughts about the Evil Dead Burn. So these are all the YouTube video ideas that if they don't have a lot of writing, I need to do them. I need to work on them. And I got some cool stuff in the works. I've got some guests coming. I got some cool stuff going on. So if you're new here, buckle up, man. Let's just fucking burn this motherfucker down right now. Are you ready? Let's get into Evil Dead Burn. Dude. Here we go. Brand new from the dude that brought you Infested, man. Is it Vivicek? I forget how to spell his name. So we start off and we're in this little kind of gazebo. We've got this couple. It looks like they're getting married. And yeah, let's just kind of let this thing play out here. Obviously, we got a family. We've got really, really dim lighting, kind of gray. We've got Joseph. We've got some sort of maybe morning scene. They're at this table here. And no one's really sure what's going on, but we know that somebody has passed away. Maybe his name was Will. Then we're in a car. We're kind of going back through maybe what had happened here. And so as they're setting up this trailer, man, we've got a lot of things that we're wondering about. Where are the tie-ins going to be in this film? Clearly, we were out in the woods here when this film starts, which is pretty cool to start that way. We've got the car over on its side. We've got mom or grandma or someone is just struggling to get a little sip of that fucking Jello Jiggler right there. She's really having a hard time. We're back in the woods. It's ashy, or it could be snow, I guess, but it looks more ashy, and maybe we've got someone that's possessed. Someone had a little bit of that Jim Jones punch in the back, man. He's a little bit wicked. We're getting into some Deadite stuff. Maybe we're learning about our friend downstairs. We don't know, is this a demon? Is this a Deadite? And then we go boom, full shot, kind of similar to how Evil Dead Rise started, where we've got that kind of establishing shot coming over with the title screen. All of a sudden we're at a funeral, or at least the worst memorial ever. If you're gonna wear a goddamn hoodie to celebrate someone's life, don't do that. That's bad, okay? We're learning about grandfather. We get our first shot of the Necronomicon in this red band trailer. The Necronomicon looks like it's a real prop, like it could have real blood inked in it, which would be a big time tie-in for us fans of the actual Evil Dead films, like especially the 2013, which did such a damn good job of making that prop something. All of a sudden, we've got some sort of commotion here. We've got dead bodies. We've got things being burned. We're back in the woods where maybe we're getting a little bit of a backstory. We've got fingers being pulled off. We've got some sort of weed whacker, a little trimmer, if you would, a little bit of a blower. And all of a sudden, there's these things up on the roof and they're just tripping, man. Dude, the way that they're doing those camera shots and they're spinning around, this looks like the ghost of what's her name, Beth or whoever from Evil Dead Rise, kind of, right? I know it's not Beth, but then we've got similar shots from Evil Dead Rise where they're kind of spinning around. We're using toilet paper, or we're using up fucking pieces of the toilet. Very similar to Evil Dead 2013, where there was that bathroom kind of saw scene. We got a woman that's just hungry, just really wants to snack on some wax. This is an intense scene, man. Absolutely incredible so far. Evil Dead Burn. I'm not one to get hyped by trailers because I haven't been watching them, but because I seen the one at the Mummy. Oh, dude, what are you doing? We already set up the... Dude, worst, promo commercial for a Maytag repair ever. That right there, man. The knives through the back. Absolutely. Looks pretty damn cool, man. It looks good. Listen, I don't want to mark out here, and I don't want to set my expectations like sky high with this, but it's hard to deny that it's cool to see the Deadites back. It's cool to see that stuff that's going on the roof where we're kind of like learning about this family, and based on however many of them, if you remember from 2013, it takes so many souls to bring someone back. That looks kind of cool. Obviously, we're trying to get somebody new. I don't know if this is a passerby. I don't know if it's someone that just married into this family. It's hard to know from the trailer, but somebody died and they're going to go ahead and resurrect Grandpa's book. His book just so happens to be the motherfucking Necronomicon, which is so cool. And I was a huge fan of just the way that the book actually looked, kind of like lined in blood, like leather bound. It just looked, maybe it's made out of skin like it's supposed to be. It just looked fucking cool, man. It looked really, really cool, and my hopes are high. I'm very excited about Evil Dead Burn. I hope that I'm not super disappointed, and I've kind of been bickering with people back and forth online about why I don't like Evil Dead Rise. I still think that's a really well-made movie. I think it's very, very good still, and I didn't even mind Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I thought that was probably just as good. 6.5, 7 out of 10. Kind of the same with Evil Dead Rise. If it makes you feel better, I just ordered a new copy of Evil Dead Rise, the Arrow version, because my 4K... no slip, no dip. That's my rule, and I fucked up, and I bought it without a slip. So it's hard to know, though, because it was the first month it came out on Amazon, and I just didn't get one with it. And that's actually killing me because I've got all the Evil Dead movies with slips, so I'm like, I guess I'm going Arrow with this one. Guess I'm going Arrow. I just picked up Army of Darkness, the slip version on 4K, and then I did not have Evil Dead 2 on 4K that from Lionsgate. Also had a slip. I'll show those off pretty soon. I've got other versions of those movies, of course, but I did not have the 4Ks with slips. So they look so good all in a row right there. I'm hoping, just fucking man, do me a favor, just make this movie mean, make this movie cruel. If you're new here, you know I want this movie to be vicious. I want it to be unhinged. I want it to be something that, like, you're afraid if your parents were coming over for dinner, they would never speak to you again. That's what I want from Evil Dead Burn. I want something gross. I don't want it to be like super CGI either, though. Anything practical you can do, I think, is going to help this movie. That car scene looked really cool where she's missing her fingers, then she shows up in the Red Band trailer, which I wasn't sure if I'd get away with having here, but she's like putting it through her head and kind of bringing it in and out, like with this sadistic kind of almost sexual look on her face. That trailer's fucking awesome, man. I'm stoked for this movie, you guys. If you are too, man, let me know down in the comments below. If you're brand new here, please like, comment, subscribe, talk some shit down there. Is Evil Dead a perfect franchise? I think for my money, pound for pound, it pretty much is. If you said, what's your favorite franchise? When I think about quality and the movies in it, man, it's probably Evil Dead. I got an Evil Dead 2 tattoo right there. Huge fan of Evil Dead. Absolutely worship Evil Dead. One of my favorites ever. The first one especially. That's like one. That's in my top 5, top 4, maybe even horror movies of all time. Love, love, love Sam Raimi, and I'm really excited about this. And it definitely helps that we got our boy Bruce, you know, on the production side. And Sam Raimi said, hey, man, do whatever you want. You did Infested. I loved Infested. And you have carte blanche to do whatever you want with the Evil Dead. Just don't let us dead-eye, nasty horror fans down. Make this uncomfortable. Make it rude. Make it just ruthless, dude. Make you want to throw up some split green pea soup. That's all we want from Evil Dead. Guys, I love you. Until next time, you know what to do. Cheers.